Lissa, how has your diet changed after eating raw for 8 years? Let's talk about that in this video. Thank you so much for joining me for another YouTube video out here in the beautiful Red Rock Canyon. Today we are going to be talking about how my diet has changed in the 8 years that I have been raw vegan. So today is my 8-year raw vegan anniversary. September 12th, 2014, I chose to change my lifestyle and my diet and chose to eat only or predominantly raw fruits and vegetables. There are a few things that I still eat that aren't considered raw, like cashews, a little nutritional yeast. Smoked paprika isn't technically raw. Even mangoes, if they've been imported, they've been heat dipped. So, I mean, there's a little bit here and there that might not be considered raw, but I don't cook any of my food. I eat a lot of fruit, I eat greens, I eat vegetables, I eat sprouts and microgreens and nuts and seeds, and I enjoy it. And it's been 8 years. So thank you for sticking with me through this journey. I am still raw. I am always vegan, always, always, always vegan. And it's been such a pleasure to share with you guys throughout all this time. And I've written now like, I don't know, we have like 19 eBooks with raw burgers and raw soups and winter meals and holiday meals and meal plans and all kinds of good stuff, tacos. There's some awesome stuff. If you wanted to support us, you can enjoy 40% off any or all of our ebooks. You can find the link here or in the description box below. You can also find the links to all of the print versions of these ebooks on Amazon. So go check that out if you're interested in enjoying some new recipes. But let's talk about how my diet has changed over the last 8 years. And to me, it's been easy. And I say easy overall. There are always challenges, and I'm not saying that it's all sunshine and rainbows. There are challenges. There's social challenges. There's financial challenges. There's mental challenges. There's eating enough challenges. There's all kinds of challenges dealing with changing your diet and making different choices. But overall, I felt that it was a really easy process for me because I always made sure that I ate enough. I calorie optimized. I ate enough calories for me to have plenty of energy and get a lot of nutrition. I also eat a wide variety of foods, and that is probably one of the top things that I would say has changed since I started my raw diet. So way back in 2014, when I first started, I was eating a little bit more bananas than normal. I was also in Canada, where fruit is kind of hit and miss, right? Sometimes the peaches and the nectarines taste like wood. The dragon fruits and the mangoes are hella expensive. There's a lot of challenges when you are trying to eat more fresh produce and you're living in a northern climate. I made the choice to choose raw, and I chose what was available to me. And I was grateful for what was available to me. I did eat more fruit like apples, nectarines, and peaches when they were really tasty, but for the most part, it was mainly bananas and dates that helped me to get enough calories. But I also ate a lot of greens because the greens were pretty consistent with flavor, and I really enjoyed having a lot more spices in my diet to warm me up in the cold climate. So I did eat a lot more salads than typical raw vegans tend to eat. They eat a lot more fruit. But I realized that over the years, my balance between fruit and greens and vegetables was really ideal because I was feeding my microbiome without even really realizing it. Since I read Fiber Fueled about 2 years ago, it's written by Dr. Will Bulsiewicz, and he talks about how people who eat over 30 different varieties of plants every week have the strongest microbiomes. I have slowly and gradually increased the amount of variety in my diet. So that, again, is the biggest difference between when I started and now. I eat way more variety now than I did in the past. I'm eating things like asparagus and endive, and that is one of the major things that has changed since I went raw, is the amount of variety. One day, Nate and I sat down and we brainstormed all the different kinds of foods that we typically buy in a week. And it ended up being over 80. So we eat a lot of different variety. We grow lots of different varieties of sprouts and microgreens. And by the way, if you're looking for some awesome heirloom seeds, microgreen seeds, sprouting seeds, I have in the description a link to True Leaf. That's the company that we tend to buy the most of our seeds from. You can get amaranth and purple radish and garlic chives. Like, there's some really cool varieties there that you can, again, sprout or grow as microgreens to add to your salads. So to increase your variety, you can start growing your own food in the form of sprouts and microgreens to get that different variety. So back when I had read Fiber Fueled, I was really interested in learning more about my own gut microbiome, because everybody's gut microbiome is different. It's kind of like fingerprints. We all have different fingerprints and we all have different microbiomes. So I did a test, and many of you have watched the past videos that we did about 6 months ago talking about our Ombre Lab test results, how we got the results back and they recommend certain different kinds of foods, and these were foods that I had never eaten before. I'm also exploring a wide variety of other greens from the international markets and ethnic markets. There's so many different varieties out there and we're just not used to eating those. We have romaine, tomato, cucumber, red onion, maybe some bell pepper, but there's so many other things that we can eat. And also fermented foods. I have been eating a lot more fermented foods than I used to as well. So that's another thing that has changed. So ever since we did that test, we have increased our variety. And it's okay to learn and change and grow as we have new information available to us. And this new information coming on about the gut microbiome is insanely fascinating to me, and I really enjoy learning about it and implementing these changes into my daily life. So that has been definitely the biggest change that I've experienced throughout the 8 years. I'm also a lot more relaxed with food and not so hyper focused on it, because in the beginning it's really easy to hyper focus on the food, making sure that we're eating enough, making sure that we're getting enough. And I feel since it's become such a habit for me that I'm a lot more relaxed. I just do things kind of out of habit, out of conditioning. I just go in the kitchen and grab everything I need for a salad and I make it. And it's a lot easier now, but it wasn't always in the beginning, because any habit, it doesn't matter what habit it is going to be challenging in the beginning, because it's not the new habit that's challenging, it's our current and old habits that are so solid that it's hard to, I'd say, fight against it. And we don't want to be fighting our old habits. We want to be focusing on our new habits. And this is what's going to help facilitate change, is shifting your focus away from fighting the old habits to focusing on the new habits. Schedule them in, plan your day, write down what you want to do, and execute on it. Take action. You have to wake up at the time that you said you would wake up and make your lunch for the day. Or if you said you wanted to make your lunch for the next day, at dinner time, chop extra salad so that you have your salad for lunch. If you're already making a salad for dinner, you might as well chop double so you have your salad for lunch. You might as well make a double batch of dressing so that you have more for lunch. These are little things that you can do and that I've implemented over the years that have made it so much easier for me to stay raw and to continue choosing these habits that I've created for myself. So thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos. You can also enjoy 40% off any or all of our ebooks and ebook combos. You can find the link right here or in the description box below. And the discount code is RAWFOOD40 for you to enjoy more raw recipes in your life. You do not have to be a raw vegan to enjoy more raw foods. So thanks again for watching this video, and we will see you for another one soon. Fruit on.